Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am wanting to talk with you about PlannerFest that's happening in the UK and my take on PlannerFest in the midst of this crisis that we're having in the world, and just kind of some details and let you know that we are moving forward with PlannerFest. You know, more than ever, I feel like we really need to just stay positive and to do things that bring us joy. I am a huge person that champions joy, and one of the things that I love to do is just to take notes on what brings me joy. My sister once, I've been, doing my house and everything, and she said, your style has no rules, because she's a decorating person. And she's like, you just have no rules in your style, but it works. It works for you, Allie. When I look at your house, I see the innards of you. And I was thinking about that, and it's because my decorating style is whatever brings me joy, I'm gonna surround myself with it. If it's creating like a negative energy or presence, then I'm gonna get rid of it. The whole KonMari thing, right? So that's why I love KonMari and all that. I need to do some more of that. My lockers, my poor husband's been toting these lockers around forever because they bring me joy, and the art that I have and the colors that I go to. So all that to say, it's so important to just continue to just focus on the things that bring you joy. And I believe PlannerFest is something for me that sparks joy. I'm so excited to go. I'm still planning on going unless they tell us we can't. Unless they shut it down and say, no, this is not happening, then we're gonna, in faith, just continue on. And Becky feels the same way. She's just like, let's look forward to something when this is all over, because I think we're all gonna need it. I have my notes on my phone. It's August 22nd. It's a Saturday. It's like an all-day event, and I think we had, Becky emailed me and said we had at least 75 people that bought a ticket, so that's cool, and a lot of vendors. Over 30 shops are gonna be there. And I know for myself, I'm bringing some of my goodies, my best sellers, which are my alpha stamps, the number stamps. I think I'm gonna bring the Joy Journey stamps. I'm gonna bring some of my washi. I'll even bring some Fat Baby Howard kits. If there's interest in those, let me know. And then I have some new things that I'm kind of working on too. So I'm gonna even have some things for sale. Let me go back to my notes. Tickets are on sale. Tickets are on sale right now. I will have the links below for how you can buy a ticket if you want to come. And there'll be also links for how to stay up to date, the Facebook page, the YouTube, and the Instagram. And I'm gonna talk more about the Instagram in just a little bit. Yes, my quote, apparently, my quote has been, it's a Festivus for planner people. It is a Festivus. I'm so excited. I was watching the video of the highlights from last year, and it just looked so much fun, and I cannot wait to go. And I'm literally expecting to go. So I think everybody should have this attitude. It's so important. The tongue, like what you say, is super powerful. I am going to continue just like going about like this is happening, and I would encourage y'all to do the same, because once you start watching your tongue about stuff, you will start feeling so much better, especially when you get out of like negativity, and just practice being grateful. I would just encourage y'all, just every day, just say out loud 3 things that you're grateful for, and your heart will totally change. That's just free. That's extra. The venue, they've got the venue now. It is at the Edge, and oh gosh, I'm gonna botch this. Wigan? Wigan? Is it Wigan? Wigan? I don't know how to say that. I'm so bad. It's in the Greater Manchester area in the UK. I probably botched saying that. The Edge I've got. And W-I-G-A-N. I'll put it somewhere so y'all can read it and y'all can tell me how to say it. But anyway, that's where it's gonna be. It looks super cool. It's like this big room. They've got some really fun, I think there's like a bicycle hanging from the ceiling or something, but it's a really cool looking venue. What I'm gonna be doing, kind of just to expound a little bit, not to give too much away, but this video is kind of an extra video I wanted to do just to kind of share my excitement, to give y'all encouragement in this time of uncertainty about PlannerFest, that we need to keep moving forward. What I'm gonna be doing at PlannerFest, I'm gonna be doing a few things. I'm gonna present a keynote and just kind of give y'all like my joy journey and some things that I've learned. I'm good at like dropping nuggets. So like I will compile the nuggets and share them with you. People have said it's been helpful. I'm gonna have a workshop. The workshop name is called Joy Notes, and it's something that I have been doing and kind of developing for a little while. I would say probably a year and a half-ish, 2 years. Specifically, I have done it myself for like art and like journaling and things like that, but really it can be applied to anything. It can be applied to planning, it can be applied to cooking, it can be applied to anything. So I'm just gonna talk about my joy notes and how I keep track of them, and we're gonna probably have a few things there to do some joy notes for ourselves. That'll be really fun for like a workshop. I'm also going to be a part of a panel. I'm not sure what questions will be asked, but I will try my best to answer them sincerely and authentically. And so I'll be on a panel with some other awesome folks. It says there's going to be some campfire sessions, creativity sessions, mini meetups happening throughout the day. Oh yeah, I want to do a meetup too. Like I want to meet people like that I've seen people's faces on Instagram and YouTube, and I want to meet y'all in person. That would be awesome. And so there's just like so much stuff that y'all can do throughout the day. It is just going to be packed full. This PlannerFest started in 2019. That was the first event, and so this is the second event that's happening. And I think there's a video highlight that I watched, and you can watch too on the website. It is super cool. I would encourage you to look at that. It kind of gives you an idea of what you will be able to experience. I worked with a few people over the years for events, and I would have to say Becky is like the most organized, thorough person. I wish I could hire her as like a virtual assistant or something, but she is awesome, and she has been so lovely to work with and just full of grace. I was supposed to have this video out last week, but she was like, hey girl, you need to do what you need to do to grieve your baby. Like she was so kind to me to let me have another week to kind of, you know, regain composure, so to speak, so that I could do this video. And I'm just so thankful for her, and I cannot wait to hug your neck, Becky. I can't wait. It'll be so fun, and I can't wait to hug all your necks. I will be able to hug all your necks because this thing will be over, right? Let's say it. None of this Wi-Fi-ing at PlannerFest. We need this junk, this virus to be over. That means that we need to be wise now with how we conduct ourselves in social distancing, which is great for me. I love it because I'm an introverted person. And wash your hands, people, wash your hands. It's really easy to do. Do it for a long time, in between, top, bottom, underneath the fingernails. I was a pharmacy IV tech. I compounded IVs in a hospital, and I'd have to do my hand washing thing, and it took a long time. Like we did a lot of stuff, so I know how to wash my hands real good. I think there's hand washing videos on YouTube probably too. Also, I wanted to say real quick, if you go to the PlannerFest Instagram, this is near and dear to my heart because I'm a journaler. I journal everything. This is my journal. This is what I want to share. Ooh, here we go. See, this is my journal. Whee! There's so many things that I like to get out. Becky just posted a hashtag that she's encouraging all of us to use, which is journal history. Journal to get you through extraordinary times. And I'm just like, yes! I love to encourage people to get their words onto paper. And I know it's like, why? Why is it a big deal? It's a big deal. Scientifically, it's a big deal. I am compiling all the scientific evidence and doing this part of my class and everything. But just like practically, we are the only species on this planet that can take thought, put it into language, put that language into a writing, like putting it in ink and putting it on paper to write it down and document it. We're the only species that does that. this is very, you know, a cool thing that we can do. And so many of us don't do it. What it does, just the thought from here, the movement of your hand and all that stuff, it actually helps you in the long run with like Alzheimer's, things like that, dementia. It's just a good activity to do to handwrite stuff, letters, lists, things like that. We've gotten so digital, and it's very important to keep that handwriting practice up just for health reasons. I don't want to get off on bunny trails, but basically what happens is when you allow yourself and give yourself permission to put your thought like uninhibited, it can be scary, y'all. It can be scary, and that's okay. But what it does is it sticks it on paper and it forces you to look at it. Oh my gosh, that just came out of my head. It forces you to either ignore it, and then you have to take responsibility for ignoring what's on the page, or processing it out and figuring out why, how I'm gonna deal with this. What it does is it helps you become very self-aware, which is so healthy for you, especially in these times. So I'm so thankful that Becky has done this hashtag journal history. We have a lot of time now. A lot of us have more time on our hands. Some of us don't. I understand that, and I want to, like grocery stalker people, oh my God, I love y'all so much. People who are still delivering things. I've been praying for protection from my Amazon drivers and everybody. There's some people where it's gotten real quiet and halted, and other people it's gotten cray. Just it's important to journal these things out and journal the feelings and journal your thoughts. For me, I'm thinking a lot about like, what is gonna happen with all this homeschool stuff? Like all these mamas that are homeschooling now, is this gonna spike the homeschool rate? And what will that do for teachers who are in public school who now have half a classroom? What will it do for the public school system? Like I'm thinking about these things, and I'm gonna write them out because I think it's really important to do. Plus, how many times have we've uncovered journals from back in the day, you know, 1900s, and you get to learn so much about that culture. We don't have a lot of that nowadays, so you could be part of that unearthing later, you know, or maybe they're, you know, for me, I have them in my lockers or whatever, just for people to be able to read about what was going on. I think that is such a beautiful thing. I encourage you to do it. Becky's encouraging you to do it. It's called journal history, hashtag. Do it. It's so good. And even if it's not just like documentation of what's happening and like stats of the virus and all this stuff, even if it's just like your feelings concerning all of this stuff, you will feel so much better. I understand that there's people who don't have a safety of journaling because they have Snoopy family members or whatever. Like these are all very real things that can happen. But if you can find a lock and key somewhere, those little those security deposit bags, stuff a journal in there with a key if you have to. I mean, those things are pretty heavy duty. One of those fire boxes or something where you could just hide something away so someone really can't, you know, snoop. I would encourage you to do it. I'm thankful that I don't have Snoopy people. It's wrong, people, don't do it. Getting more on bunny trails, but just to say, I would encourage y'all to join the hashtag. I'm gonna try to remember to do it myself and really journal this time in history. My last encouragement, again, concerning PlannerFest is really try to stay positive about the event. Continue to make your words affirming words, words that create a hopeful future, and I think we're gonna have a good time. I am expecting 110% expecting to see you there. I love y'all bunches. I hope you have a great day. All my UK friends, I will see you in August, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.